Alright, don't be expecting no Matt What's-It level review. I'm not that good. I'm reviewing my Golf GTD Mark 7. It's been a subtle 12 years since it came out, so I'm a bit late to the review. I'd love to get proper external shots, but I ain't got a cameraman. I ain't even got the proper camera for that, bro. It's either this or rip off my Ring doorbell. But I've owned 4 or 5 of these GTDs. I've had most variants. I've had the Golf R, I've not had a GTI, I've driven a GTI. This one is my favorite. There's no right or wrong answer. Everyone's got their own means for what they need out of a car. For me personally, this one is the most efficient for what I need it for. Genuinely though, I'm not here to mess about. I feel like everyone reviewing this on YouTube is a 40-year-old man. No 40-year-old man is buying a Mark 7 GTD 12 years later. You want a review like this, mate, but don't worry, I've got your back in it. First issue, not really issue, more of a flaw with most diesels. The weather's gone a bit cold in it, so this thing don't like to start in the morning. Clunk, 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 then it starts. What you gotta do, what I usually do, is I key it, turn it off, on. You know when all the lights come on the ignition? Now this is a bit technical for the Rizzy channel, mate. What you do, you just let the glow plugs warm up, on, off, keep keying it, then it should start up. But the problem is my neighbour also started keying it because I was spending 30 seconds clunking the car in the morning. And when you do manage to turn it on, you'll see an engine light, what I've got now. All my GTDs have engine lights on. Just ignore them. Just turn a blind eye. If it runs, it runs. This probably isn't the most efficient example to review. It's got a start-stop button and it's manual and it's pretty bottom spec. But don't worry, whatever variant of GTD you've got, I know, trust me, I've had it. I'll cover everything. So when you get in it, it's a pretty standard drive if you've not got your foot down. It's got a stupid stop-start, which will just kill the car. Trust me, it'll kill itself. So always turn that off. Then you nearly get written off by some twat not looking at the roundabout. What you want to do, you got 4 modes. You want to put it in sport. Steering gets heavier. You notice it when you're going slow. Overall, sport is better. Sport shows that you don't like it in the arse. And honestly, it just drives better and it's still equally as fuel efficient. So why would you not have it in sport? Unless, of course, you do like it in the bum. Be grateful that the engine light's on, man. At least something's working. The car consumes oil like an alcoholic. Oil and coolant. The only real big maintenance you'll need to do on this is your cam belt and water pump. That's a bit of a bill, and your clutch. Obviously that depends on the driver. You can make the clutch last the life of a car, but you probably won't because it's a GTD. You need to remember the manner of people who've owned it before you. You probably need to change your clutch during your ownership. Cam belt, water pump, I'd say about 60 to 70k every 60, 70k. So now, to be honest, it'll go longer than that. It also depends on when it was done. You don't want a 10-year-old one. But I said at the start, it's my favorite variant of Golf. Why did I say that? I travel a lot of miles, and I'm talking a lot, all on the motorway. So I needed something efficient and reliable. 2-litre TDI, common rail, whatever you want to call it. You're subject to your own opinion. I think it's reliable. If you maintain this, it will go to 200k to 300k miles easily, mate. Each to their own. I think it's decent. This is the most car talking I've done on this car channel, mate. Usually we're just chatting shit. The thing that ruined this engine is the amount of sensors and DPF and this and that. What you want to do there is just take your DPF off. Come on, bro, be a man. Spend another 10 quid on your MOT, you'll pass it. Trust me, the ozone layer does not give a shit about your 10-year-old GTD. This is the world before and after you took off your DPF. You know when you go to a power plant, you look at the top of the chimneys, have they got a DPF on the top? Nah, mate. So what makes you think you're saving the planet? What makes you think you're saving the planet? Look at the handling, right? For a front wheel drive, can you complain? Point it wherever you want and it just goes there. Well, not too much of your glow plug light comes on, you hit limp mode. GTD loves limp mode. Another thing with sport mode, with the DSG, I think it just delays the gear changes. It doesn't make them any sharper, it just delays them. You get the most out of your gear like a crack addict. I'll show you my MPG, which is the main reason you're gonna buy one. 37, I've redlined it on the roundabout. You're not gonna be redlining it on the roundabout, let's be honest, day to day, are you? 37 MPG, but you're driving like that is very good. What I'm getting now, doing 60 miles an hour, I'm getting 60 mpg. The car is fuel efficient. I would recommend tuning it to at least stage 1. This one's not actually tuned. My previous one was tuned. It transforms the car. It makes a world of a difference. You get a lot more torque and you get a lot more wheel spin in the rain. That's a direct result of a lot more torque. But sadly, this one's stock, so there's a lot less torque. It's not slow, it's still nippy, but less torque. And there's gonna be less torque from me as well because there's roads of 30 now. So there's literally nothing to talk about. I've had the normal Golf 2-litre diesel. I remapped it to 190 horsepower, which is, this one is just below that. And honestly, this one's a world of a difference. It looks better, it's performance focused, it's efficiency focused, which is why I think it's the perfect car for me. But I don't think it's the perfect car for everyone, because if you're just doing a lot of short trips here and there, you're not always having it on the motorway, your DPF's gonna get blocked. It's just carbon's gonna build up. It's a diesel. You need, you know what I mean? You need to boot it on the motorway every now and then and take it on long trips. If you don't do long trips, I think the best bet is getting the GTI. That's the best one of all the Golfs if you're just driver focusing it. If you're just buying it to get, oh, I really want a driver focused car, get a GTI. Manual GTI driver focus. If you want a weapon, Golf R. I've had Golf R's weapons, mate. Are they efficient and cheap to run? No, they're not. This is cheap to run. It's 20 quid tax. Can't go wrong, mate. It's even ULEZ friendly. You can drive it around in London and not pay the ULEZ, even if you're on a 2013 and a 14. I didn't know that. Not many know that. It's cheap to run. It's easy to get parts. Everyone's got a Golf. I think this is perfect for low-level drug dealing, but because you're quite new to it, the fact that you've got the GTD and not the R, chances of you getting robbed is pretty high. So you want somewhere efficient to store your weapons. Right under the seat is where I keep mine. You can fit most weapons in there. Obviously these weapons vary depending on what kind of situation you're in. As for interior ambient lighting, you can't even see, even if I've got the lights on. There's a subtle bit of light there, but when you open the door, see on the door sill there, you might not be able to see. It's quite bright today. That light there is very bright. Bird comes in at night, she thinks you've got a 100 grand motor, but you don't have a 100 grand motor, which she'll quickly realize when she comes in and realizes this one is dim, that looks like a computer from 1986, and your engine light's on and you're broke. But don't let that put you off because the car drives good. Always keep a pliers as well, because on any VW Audi, this, oh my god, I've actually just broken it. This is very temperamental. You don't want to be in the situation I'm in now because your car consumes oil. And apparently, you can't even have a bottle of oil in your car roaming around freely because then you fail MOT. But if you're a GTD owner, you don't need to worry about that because you failed on no DPF anyway. You want to like put it in, it's a pin, trust me, it's like 300 quid to repair this. There you go, bonnet's open. Me and you and GTD owners probably don't care, but if you want to sell it, they're going to try butter you down on that bonnet latch. And would you look at that? I'm low on coolant. What a surprise. I've had previous GTDs where the coolant disappears, mate. And there's not even leaks on the car. It just goes when it's idling. Oh, I don't... mate, just keep putting coolant in. Don't start putting water in. I know a lot of you do that, but trust me, comparing this one, a stock GTD, to my previous GTD, which was tuned, no DPF allegedly, that one was levels above this. So man up a bit, take your DPF, your EGR, all of that extra bullshit off. You don't need it. Get the car tuned, bro. The world's run by little hat people. They don't care about you, so why are you trying to save their environment, mate? Environment's fine. It's about miles per gallon. But as for the actual driving, because it is a diesel, you will get stick. Like your mates will, oh, it's a diesel. You can still chuck it about. Like, are you telling me you can't do this in a GTI? Did that not just hook there? The car is perfect for this stuff, it's fine. The only downside is it will sound like a bit of a tractor, but who cares what it sounds like? You're going to be sat inside, innit? If you're using it for the reasons that you should buy a GTD for, keep it on the motorway, then it's very rare you'll be doing that anyway. That's just for like Sunday fun day, let your hair loose. Majority of the time, you don't need to care. If you wanted all of that, get a GTI, like I said. If you need an all-rounder, a genuine all-rounder, that's got the space of a Golf, the efficiency of a Golf, the reliability of a 2-litre diesel, the handling setup of a GTI, you want something you can chuck it about, you can use it for everything, then I don't think there's many that are better than this. There's the 3 Series 3-litre diesel, 330 or 335D, but then you got to look at the price difference. Maintenance on that car is not cheap either, which is why I think this one takes the edge overall. Hang on. And ladies and gentlemen, we're in limp mode. I swear to God, I'm not even joking. There's 2 tits there that you're getting flashed by. Usually you get happy, this one makes you sad. Game's over, mate, go home. Oh mate, this is bad. Car review and the car breaks down. Now all you gotta do is turn it off and on again. I will say that doesn't happen often, so it's not like a problem to put you off the car. But I'm also not saying it doesn't happen. What you wanna do, you wanna jump it, and there you go. Sorry, I was a bit new to that, mate. Never jumped a car with a start-stop. Yeah, the warnings do go on a lot in the morning, mate. Just ignore it. What kind of car review is this? Yeah, you'll have bare issues, just ignore them. But it's just like any other diesel, really. Just keep good oil in it. Even if you're not taking your DPFs and all of that off, it's fine. It'll still be fine. Eventually, that'll get clogged up, but then just if you want to, pay the price and get it cleaned, mate. Obviously, they're in the cars because they somewhat do the job for a certain amount of time. So I'm genuinely not even advising taking it off. If you want to keep it in, it's calm. Because if you take that stuff off and you're not good friends with the MOT guy, it will fail its MOT. But that's when you shout at me and I'll get it for MOT for you. Don't worry about it. See, you just like my video and I'll give you an MOT. My MOTs are sick. You don't even have to take the car off the driveway. Actually, no, we're getting a little bit too personal now. This one's a bit basic. I like the seats. A lot of people don't. They're cloths. You can even get them heated. Can get them. My previous GTD had a pan roof and leather seats. I ain't too fussed about the gizmos, mate, but I know a lot of you are, so then obviously you can get a better spec than this. Get better speakers. You can get adaptive cruise control, speed limiter. I don't use none of that. I think it distracts me, but if you want to kill yourself, then you can use all your adaptive speed limiter, cruise controls. You can get a better screen than that. This one looks like an iPhone 4G. Even if you don't get the upgraded dyno audios, the speakers are good. And like all Golfs, mate, it's easy to chuck about. But that's about it, mate. If you take care of your car, I don't see nothing going wrong with it. Campbell water pump, clutch if you got a manual, DSG service if you got the auto. The rest is fine. The rest just depends on how you're treating your car. Bear in mind, get to know what type of car you're getting. You've got to be a bit on it with the previous owner, because the majority of these have been doing rounds around Birmingham and they've been beaten up. They've actually been used on boot-ins. That's just how it is, man. That's the nature of the car you're buying. But you gotta think, why do all these people buy the cars? Because they're good cars, they're efficient for everything. Even dealing, bro. They're perfect for dealing. I couldn't think of anything better if you're doing country trips. Make sure there's no previous damage on it, because they get crashed a lot because people be doing that and stuff. It's alright when I'm doing it, but you know when you're on balloons, then it's not so easy to drive. Proper consumer content this. Now I'm being serious, man. I typed in GTD review and it's just a bunch of 40-year-old men. But if you want to know what it's like to actually live with day to day, boot it when you want. Just don't overdo it. It goes into limp mode, but then just turn it off and on again. I gave you tips on how to make the car better. Handles fine. Handles like a GTI. It's very point and shoot. It's somewhat driver focused. It's not as punchy as the GTI because that's a petrol, and naturally the Golf is a bit of a smoother ride. But that's reflected in the price. The GTI costs more than this. But who gives a f about all that, man? I feel like we're talking too technical. Just drop a gear and disappear in it, mate. You know what I mean? It's a capable car, innit? It does everything you want it to do. It's fine. I think it's the perfect, maybe like second car. I don't think it's too cheap on the insurance, just because of the reputation of a Golf. But look, this is not bad at all, is it? This is fine. Compared to other diesels, at least it's got a bit of character. It looks nice, it's got nice lights and all that. It's a nice car. And we're still getting 30 mpg. The TikTok lot will probably hate on it because it's a diesel, but leave the gay renegade lot alone, innit? Just use your own head, use your instinct, take into account everything I've said. I think it's a perfect daily. But if you are just going to the shops or going to link your bird who lives 20 minutes away, then don't bother. You're just going to clog it up and it'll just give you maintenance issues. All the money you save on fuel will just go towards maintenance. Or get rid of your bird and get a GTI, you'll enjoy it more. A car won't cheat on you, but it will still rob your wallet, mate. I think that was a decent review. I think I deserve a pat on the back, mate. It's the best in its category. But don't take my advice on the GTI as an alternative. I don't think that's the best in its category. It's the best, probably one of the best hot hatches. It's an OG, it's original. But I wouldn't justify it with the same reasons as getting this. But I'm getting bored now, innit, bro? So bye-bye.